What is up, and welcome back. Today, we're having a look at another match from my locals. It is Snake-eyes VS Mannadium. Without any further ado, let's jump right into the video. I have Rykard, Scarecash, Arrival, Ash Blossom, and Meek in my hand, going second. My opponent starts with the perfect start here. The Ash, Snake-eyes Ash, into Poplar. No reason to ash that. Searching the Influence original. Pretty standard combo so far. Here we go into the Link Reboot. We find it. And using Poplar effect to put it back into the spell trap zone. Using Ash effect here, sending both it and Poplar to the graveyard. And here I'm using my new and improved Bling Bling Ash Blossom. Right now. To stop that. We were talking earlier, my opponent was like, damn, you're not hand trapping me. Now I actually I have to know how to use the combo. I'm like, oh, you want me to hand trap you? So yeah. I'm just pointing out my beautiful Neo Ash Blossom. So we're going original. Then the Link Reaver. And I'm like, oh, you're going for Oak here, Flambird, something. Totally forgetting that this opponent, which I'm pretty sure I featured him before on the channel. Totally forgetting he's actually playing Barley, I guess. Playing the Fire Kings. So he goes for the Phoenix. Searching the continuous spell. Can't actually remember what it's called. Then continuous spell going into the field spell. Pretty standard combo line. Makes sense. Nothing crazy here. Going for Island. And him just sitting, thinking, what can I actually do on my next turn? And he goes for the Bonfire. Searching out the Oak, which is pretty interesting. Not really sure. But my thought process here was, oh, he can search for something to pop from hand with the field spell. But he doesn't even do that. So yeah. So Garunix effect to summon itself, Garunix effect on summon to pop from the deck. Destroying Avatar and Avatar effect to bring back the opponent. And here I'm just like, oh, Avatar effect, right, sure. But like, not really any reason to think much about that. Here goes Princess. Well, Black Witch, sorry, sending the Oak. And Black Witch effect sending Wanted. Setting Wanted. Classic follow-up. Goes into IP here. I'm just joking a little bit about having the Nibiru. But I don't. Sadly. Going into the Princess effect, bring back the Oak. And here I'm like, oh, that's why you search for Oak. That makes sense. And then Oak effect, bring back Poplar, I think? Bring back... Like, I'd see bringing... When I was about to say bringing back Avatar would make sense, but you cannot bring Avatar back, and since it is not a level 1. And here goes for Oak, sending the continuous spell, which actually surprises me. Removing the protection from the field spell. Summoning our Flambird here. Going into the Ambler Whale. Pretty, like, beautifully played around. Actually, no extra cards. This is still surprisingly just... Wait, no. It's one Ash Blossom, one Bonfire in this combo. He necessarily wouldn't have the Oak. Oh, right, he also had the Black Witch, of course. Here, draw for turn. I draw the Calarium. And I go for Calarium effect to find... I want to find the... What's it called? The Mannadium level 4. But I do not get the chance. Go for normal summon Rykard effect. Looking for my last rival, making sure... Well, I was about to say making sure I have no other targets, but I do know I have no other targets. Based on Meek, because I have the Rykard. Like at this point, I'm just thinking. Well, when he passed turn, I was like, okay, draw for turn, and then he remembered he forgot the IP. So I'm like, well, this is pretty good for me, I guess. Here he's thinking about Princess, which I anticipated somewhat. But I'm also like, what more can you do? Surely you won't be able to do much with just the Ampler Whale and the Flambird. Surely. Like at this point, the Realm Heart would have been nice to have in hand, but well, wouldn't we always want the Realm Heart? To be fair. There goes a Princess, and I'm like, target. And he's sending the Flambird and the Rykard, which makes perfect sense. Having more materials, getting resources for next turn. So at this point, I'm just thinking, okay, I just need 3 monsters to be in defense. I can blow up the whole field with the Scareclaw field spell. And him summoning 2 in defense here is pretty huge. All things considered. And it goes Garunix effects because something was destroyed on field, what is graveyard. Summon itself, Garunix effect, destroy from deck. I'm like, holy shit, I forgot about this. Of course, Garunix and the Ash and the Oak and the whatever. But actually, I'm pretty sure he didn't go Oak effect because he wanted the port. And here I'm just making sure that, well, you can actually search that with that. And here goes for Kirin, summon back the Avatar. And destroying my Meek. And then I'm going Meek 1, field spell 2, summon Meek from deck, summon Meek back from graveyard. Chain block. Pretty much chain blocking the Avatar. Actually, not sure if I wanted to chain block it. Considering I want to find the field spell. And him using the Avatar here would be pretty nice. Him going arrival, target the Rykard to summon back. And here I'm pretty sure I'm actually not sure if I'm thinking I'm actually thinking about going into the Lightheart. Kind of forgetting he has the Avatar. Making sure he has no other interactions. But surely he won't have any other interaction. So I go into the Lightheart here. Kind of forgetting that he has the Avatar. Pretty much forgetting. And here goes Avatar. I'm like, God Like at this point, I was like, oh, I'm pretty nip safe here. Surely he won't have it. Surely he won't have it. We were talking a little bit about actually maybe on purpose forgetting the IP, having the Flamberge graveyard. But yeah, getting something like Apollos out earlier would of course have made a difference on the turn. So he goes for sending a princess. Like, oh no, what if he actually does have nip? Like, I guess, well, the deck has a lot of follow up. We know he has an Ash in hand because he searched it. So this kind of, oh no. And all this time, I'm thinking I could go into SP here, just remove the field spell, get everything off the field. But actually, I want to think about I want the battle phase. I want to be able to kill him this turn. So here goes second arrival. Summon the right card, and it's like, oh, it's not once per turn. It's like, nope. Why would it be? Here we go into Tristuka. Tristuka effective revive. Just trying to climb the synchro levels here a bit. Getting more resources. Well, it will also get me the Recphobia field spell, Scareclaw field spell. And hear him say, like, why didn't I actually get the... I'm pretty sure... Feel like I didn't get it. Didn't find it. And we have the Mourner here. That's why I didn't get it, I guess. So here I'm thinking about more options. We want another light heart to get the field spell here. Here we go into the Crush Sheep. And when we do light heart, summon back. Here I link off the right card, the light heart. Kind of forgetting the effect of it when it is just in the extra monster zone to search out the field spell. So I just go effect here, my opponent reads it. And he was also like, oh, it's not once per turn. I was like, oh, no. And then something weird with the sentence in the case of the once per duel effect of summoning the light heart. Here I search the field spell. And no worries. We're gonna... my opponent, I think, realizes that I cannot use the effect of the light heart. And we will repair the game state. So I'm putting back the Recphobia, and luckily enough for me, I guess, my opponent lets me put the light heart back into the deck. Like, this is no stakes other than repetition, posse locals. So we rather play against our opponents at their best, often. Rather than just, you know, dodge me limit. it is not that important to him, right? So here I'm like, okay, how do I free up my extra monster stone then? So I end up banishing the right card and the pieces on the field. And now I'm looking back at this. I'm actually wondering why I didn't go for the destroying my own cross sheep actually here. So I destroyed the Ambler Whale and try to get my meek back. Just go into Barone, maybe make some plays from that. Then my opponent goes for Ambler effect, summon. I'm like, alright, that effect. So here, destroying my own cross sheep, summoning the ball back, going into what would it be? Then I actually wouldn't. I would summon my Barone in defense, which kind of sucks. Yeah, definitely popping the cross shape here would be the correct play, I think. Making sure I have the Barone to negate the summon back of the IP, and having an option to wait. Actually, going into Barone here alone, destroying the field spell, negating the Ambler Whale. Well, I guess we're playing the game to get better. So here, I feel like I need to go SP here. Remove the field spell. Now we need to try to clean up here. Yeah, then Barone, we'd be able to get the Lightheart back. We'd be able to get the field spell. We'd be able to get the visas. I think would be better. Destroy with the visas. I guess we wouldn't be able to do other than visas then. Get another rider card. Go battle phase. Hit for the 35, and then have the having the Barone negate still, having the option for SP to banish. Yeah, I guess. Oh, he goes for SP banish something. I go SP banish, and then he goes field spell destroy everything. And then he goes Avatar effect. I'm like, is there more? There's more. There's always more. Coming back to Phoenix. There's always more. And now I go for the, the Lightheart search the field spell. At this point I have the Scare Cash left in hand. Pretty sure. Now the field spell is so much less value. Like, even though this ended up being kind of messy and not really ended up doing what I wanted to do, the play pattern of this matchup actually feels kind of funny. Having this much interaction versus Snake-eyes board, especially the Fire King Snake-eyes board, even though I guess I wouldn't have had that much playability into the earlier IP, but I guess if my opponent had the IP earlier in the turn, I wouldn't have had the problem with the SP banishing my my fusion, the Astalon. But it's a lot of ifs. And this point I'm like, oh, I'll just destroy it, it'll return. I'm actually not sure if it's correct. At the time I was like, what is that set? I guess it's Imperm or something. Totally forgetting that it's the wanted card. So I just go for the Typhon here, just to get a bigger body. Go in phase, SP go back, and then he flips the one. I was like, oh right. So he has Well, I guess the Ponix wouldn't matter. Sending it from the field, the hand is the same. But him having the Ash, the Ponix, and the Witch plus an unknown during the start of his turn is absolutely crazy. Well, I guess that's what the deck does, but you know. And the free SP. And I'm just looking through my graveyard, like thinking, what have I done? What have I done this turn? What are all these cards suddenly in my graveyard? But I like the start of the turn. From the point where the light heart, where I illegally try to activate the effect of the light heart. I like that point of it. Well, more or less, you know, with all the interactions and... Well, I guess I should be more confident against the Snake-eyes deck, but yeah. I like how I played the beginning of it. And the chances I had to solve the board. But yeah. Anyway, here we go for Ash. Ash effect. There's the Poplar, I'm pretty sure. And you hear my opponent like, oh, I need the original in hand. And, you know, since my opponent let me take, at that point, a crucial move for me back, I was like, you know what? You can get the draw. He can backtrack to before activating any effects in his turn and get the original and the, well, getting the original effect and the raw of the wanted back. At this point, I'm pretty defeated. Pretty sure I have nothing left. Having only the SP and my opponent having this many interactions during his turn or plays. So, you know, getting more potential out of the deck, getting better training, and you know, letting my opponent get better at the game without, you know, directly learning from mistakes.
Oh my god, ja, det er fint.
But knowing that he wants to, you know, summon Ash, summon the Poplar, and search the original, I'm pretty surprised at this point that my opponent is activating the original Sinful, putting the Oak at the bottom, well, searching a level 1, and putting a Snake-eyes monster back into the deck, back into the bottom of the deck. Because the original will only let you activate one of the effects per turn. Understandably, though. But I'm surprised, knowing that he wants to use the original effect, that he actually uses the other effect. That's what I'm trying to say. And then he goes for wanted to put it back. Raw. So effectively, my opponent is starting his turn with what, 5 cards? The Witch, the Ash, the Ponix, the draw, and the well, the draw for turn and the draw for wanted. Effectively 5 cards in hand. And then he goes for Poplar effect search of the original, surprise, surprise.
Nå ja, du gik af med dem, fordi Olsi kom. Ja, surely. Så har vi bare ikke fået testbakker. Surely. Nej, jeg ikke.
Yeah, my opponent. I actually wonder which line would be better here. If the Phoenix and Celantis line would be better than the access code line here. Please let me know down in the comments which line you think is better. And here he goes for Link Reaper, put the pop line to the graveyard, Poplar effect to put it into the spell trap zone. And he's trying to activate the original. I'm like, I'm sorry, Only one effect. It's like, alright, cool. At this point, it would be too much backtracking, at least, to go for that. And here he's asking if I have any dark targets, thinking he wants to go into dark. Like, yeah, I have the one light heart in the graveyard. So yeah. So it goes for dark effect. I go SP, target his dark and my SP, and he goes for SP, target both. And I go scare cash to banish the. It will banish on resolution. So I go Scareclaw, banish the Lightheart. He goes his SP, banish both. And then his Dark will resolve without effect because I have no target. He has no target. Actually, I wonder if I should have saved my SP, knowing he wants to go for Celine here. He still has the witch. He still has the witch in hand, so he still can. He can go further from this. And here I'm joking a little bit about. Wait, no, it's when he summons it back. I'm joking, but joking if. Oh, I don't want to set the wanted spell. So I'm thinking here if I wanted to go SP, but I guess it would end the same. His SP would still banish mine and his. So it goes to witch. Celine summon back the witch. And here I'm just saying like, please use X code effect, gain 53. Well, it gains 3k because Celine is link 3, obviously. So he gets the effect through. Setting the wanted. And at this point, I'm just like looking at my hand, seeing this one piece of Starfrost in my hand, thinking, this won't do much. I was thinking about if I should have added the Rykard instead, having more plays, but knowing that I already used both my arrivals and both my Lighthearts, I'm like, yeah, I guess it wouldn't have done any difference whether or not I added the Beasts or the Lightheart, but yeah. And I think we were talking about Silentis here, if Eline was better. But he was talking about missing a monster. So it goes access code and promptly says no effect of the access code. Like, I hope. So access code effect. Banish Celine. Target the Typhon. Access code effect. Banish the Link Revo. Target the Scareclaw. And here he's thinking whether or not he wants to remove my field spell. And he's talking about something he forgot about the Ambler Whale. Reading my field spell, if he wants to remove it or not. And spoiler alert, this game has been going on for about 30 minutes now, and the camera I'm currently using has a watch time, well, a actual recording time of 30 minutes, and then it just says no. And I wasn't aware. Well, I were aware of it, but we're not thinking about this at this point in the game. You know, I'm trying to focus during the game. So it's only after the game I was like, oh. But pretty much in like 10 seconds. So I'll go battle phase, crash the SPs because I want to do something. I'm just gonna pause right here. I want to crash the SP, looking at my hand again. I'm like, this Visas doesn't do anything. And I just end up being like, okay, whatever, you win the game. Not gonna go into any further of this. It's like 5 minutes more or something like this. We pretty much get everything here, but you know. Anyway, let's go into game 2. I'm starting again. I draw the perfect hand, of course. Phobia versus Calarium versus Cyclone. Like, okay, I want to see the Cyclone, don't want to see the Visa. I just want to see my level 4s. It's a pretty good hand, not gonna lie. It plays again. Well, plays through most. So I go right card and just go draw. And I'm sitting like, could I have played better? I could have, knowing draw in hand, I could have gone for the Calarium, searching Meek, and then Visas pop the Meek and someone back and getting, I don't know. Like even Baron isn't playable here, so I'm like, okay, whatever. T-set, setting the Cyclone, setting the right card, going for a Hail Mary. Maybe he goes for the field spell, and he goes battle phase, and I'm like, I'll be able to blow up the field. Something. I'm like, it's crazy. Seeing both the Visas is absolutely devastating. I guess I could have ended on, thinking about it now, I could have ended on the SP, being something at least. Going for the normal summon, getting the Lightheart, and then Visas putting the Lightheart, throwing the Lightheart, summon back the Lightheart. But yeah, against this deck, SP won't be enough. So anyway, he goes Bonfire, thinking about whether he should have gone for the Poplar instead, going for the Ash, and then Poplar. Just looking at my hand, 2 Visas, Calarium. It's not really what you want to see in this deck. Even though Visas is a beautiful card. Beautiful man. So we go Slink 2 with the Phoenix. Phoenix effect doesn't even, but yeah, I was about to say, doesn't even use the effect. So Phoenix and Poplar effect. Putting down the Nibiru, I'm like, okay, chill. Destroying a Cyclone. I'm just like, it's game. I can't do anything here. Actually, not sure if it had any more plays. Wait, no. After the game, he was like, okay, I just need to practice the combo here. And he goes for full combos, looking down, looking at my hand like, this is absolutely crazy. Like, I would have played played through most hand traps other than draw. But it is what it is. You can't win all of them. Just showing a little bit of the duality of the deck, playing through a whole board of Fire King and then going for, into nothing here. But anyway, this is the video. Hope you did enjoy it. Even though I got my butt cheeks absolutely clapped. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and till next time, I'll see you. Bye.